Ragnar hurriedly asked, "How much influence will the artificial knee joint have?" The doctor said, "After all, it won't be natural, and will be a little uncomfortable at least. But at least you will not be lame. You can bend, stand, walk, and at most a little lame and cannot run." Ragnar's expression was indifferent. This result is in line with his psychological expectations, and his idea is still realistic, as long as he doesn't really become a cripple with a broken leg. Roger was very sad and cried, "Dad, I'm only in my 20s, and I don't want to be a lame." Ragnar patted him on the shoulder, and said earnestly, "Son, you are in your 20s, and you have to learn to face the reality. It is difficult for your knees to return to their original state. This is not a question of money, but the level of medical care. The question, what can you do if you don't want it? You should think about it a little bit and focus on how to get revenge." "Vengeance?" Roger blurted out, "Yes. We must take revenge. We must smash that Charlie's body. Then take Warnya over to Mary. Even if she disagrees, use a gun forcing her to marry." Ragnar nodded with a cold face, and said, "I have already thought about it. This Charlie has extraordinary strength, and is supported by many people from the Song family and Orus Hill. If you want to kill him, you must not be impatient, and you have to plan to move slowly." Roger hurriedly asked, "Dad, do you have any good solutions?" Ragnar said, "Our previous problem was that we underestimated the enemy, were too aggressive, and we rushed out without knowing the opponent, so we suffered a big loss. This time, I am going to first understand from the outside and figure out what forces Charlie has, how strong, and how many enemies he has, and then touch his weaknesses to figure out all of these. We are targeting and prescribing the right medicine. We must make him unable to resist." The Wu family quickly released a new family motto. Anyone who enters or leaves Wu's house, no matter who it is, must not have the YouTube app in their mobile phone. Once discovered, they will be punished severely. Of course, the Wu family followed this family motto very much, because the YouTube had a video insulting their family on top. Even if they asked them to watch it, they didn't want to watch it. However, everyone in the family complained. They just work in Wu's family, and they don't have the name Wu, and they don't feel uncomfortable with the video at the top. Moreover, on the contrary, everyone felt that this video looked particularly cool. Special relief. This is mainly because working in Wu's family is subject to stricter restrictions and controls. Everyone lives in a state of high pressure and is very depressed. The Wu family has always been strict with subordinates, and there are many rules and regulations for subordinates in the family law. It can be said that they will be beaten, scolded, and even punished at every turn. Therefore, now they see someone scolding the Wu family so much on YouTube, they still feel pretty good. When Ragnar and Roger were undergoing knee trauma treatment, Wu Qi withdrew from the treatment room because he couldn't bear to look at their bloody knees. At this time, Wu Qi felt particularly contradictory in her heart. Before today, he was living in pain all the time. The dignified second young master of Wu's family eats shit every hour. This makes people all over the country laugh out loud and makes them miserable. Especially every time after eating shit, the moment his consciousness recovers, he is extremely painful. However, just now, seeing the way his father and brother had their legs broken, he suddenly felt that the whole person seemed a lot easier. This feeling is strange, but also very realistic. It's like, at first, he was the only one who didn't wear clothes on the street, so he was very cramped and panicked, but suddenly, there were 2 more people who didn't wear clothes, and he felt less panicked. Feeling relaxed for a while, Wu Qi rarely wants to drink 2 glasses. The Wu family villa occupies a huge area, like a palace of its own. It not only has living spaces, but also medical, fitness, leisure and entertainment places. Wu Qi left the consulting room and went to the bar. When passing by the door of a bathroom specially used by the subordinates, he suddenly heard a familiar voice coming from inside. After listening carefully, Wu Qi couldn't help but become angry. In this bathroom, someone is listening to the crosstalk of Lu Guang and his son. And, unfortunately, he just heard Lu Guang and his son mocking his own poop. Wu Qi suddenly became angry. Damn, I said that YouTube is not allowed to be downloaded and used, so why is someone watching this video secretly? Really looking for death? Thinking of this, Wu Qi slammed open the door of the bathroom. On the toilet seat was a middle-aged man in his 40s. This man Wu Qi knew, and he was one of the Wu family drivers. The other party didn't think that the second young master would suddenly break in. He was still holding a mobile phone in his hand, and a crosstalk of Lu Guang and Lu Ming was still on the phone. Wu Qi scolded angrily, "You watch this kind of video at Wu's house, are you looking for death? I will kill you, bastard."